will we will be free. For when the rising tide is turned in every London quarter, Parliament comes crashing down with Robert's Rules of Order.
Oh, you got an easy one. That's not fair. I'm gonna whine. You ready?
Yeah.
The motion to fix the time to which to adjourn.
Okay.
Colon.
Requires a handyman.
A. Adjourns the meeting. B. Establishes the time for an adjourned meeting. C. Sets the time for the adjournment of this meeting. D. Is the same motion as to fix the time at which to adjourn. What the actual fuck did T just say?
That last one doesn't even make any sense. I'm saying that one. I'm pretty sure it's
okay.
C.
Let's.
Well, let's go through it again, just
Okay.
because.
The motion to fix the
Excuse me.
time to which to adjourn.
Yes.
A. Adjourns this meeting.
No.
B. Establishes the time for an adjourned meeting. C. Sets the time for the adjournment of this meeting. D. Is the same motion as to fix the time at which to adjourn.
Okay. D. I don't understand what the hell they're even saying there. Besides parsing.
I get it now.
Parsing messes. A doesn't make any sense unless your fixed time to adjourn is now, at which point you would just move to adjourn anyway. So that doesn't. So we can eliminate that one. What was B again?
Establishes the time for an adjourned meeting.
I don't think so, because you're fixing the time to adjourn this meeting, which is C. That's what I'm sticking with.
You got confused. It is B.
What?
What you were describing was what D, to fix the time at which to adjourn, rather than fix the time to which to adjourn. It's all in the to and the at.
I am not following that at all.
It's a confusing thing. Okay, because the word adjourn kind of means two things. Everyone just kind of thinks of it as when we're going to stop this meeting.
Yes.
But it's more nuanced than that. To fix the time to which to adjourn means we're stopping now, but we're going to continue this meeting at a later date, and that meeting is called an adjourned meeting.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. I'm raising the bullshit flag because their terminology is wrong.
The terminology is super
It's
confusing.
terrible.
It is.
What you just described is fixing the time at which to reconvene.
Yeah, but that is what it. I agree, it's super confusing, but it is. What you thought they were saying is to fix the time at which to adjourn, rather than
Right.
to
Because
which
adjourn is when you stop, not when you
Right.
start.
But it's all about the to and the at. So
This is a case where Roberts needs to go to a grammar class and learn some vocabulary.
well, that's what happened though this Saturday. We fixed the time to which to adjourn. That's why we're in a pause right now. The meeting didn't actually adjourn. It did. It paused though. It didn't stop. It wasn't like a sine die or however the fuck you pronounce that.
Sign D. Anyway.
We're going to reconvene on Saturday.
So why don't you just call a damn recess till then?
So this is why I'm saying that Nick's behavior is inappropriate, because we're still in the same meeting.
You're right.
Because we fixed the time to which to adjourn.
You didn't jump meetings within the session. You're still
Right.
in the same meeting. So why didn't you just recess?
You can't recess over. A recess is the same day. You can't recess overnight.
Okay.
So, and people are missing that point in my argument.
I can buy that. I can
Yeah.
buy that. I'm not sure. I think it's a valid statement. I'll buy it. But anyway.
I believe it's correct. We can look up recess,
Yeah, let's not worry about it.
but this is why people are missing my argument about Nick. They're claiming that I'm saying, say, in between L&C meetings, that Nick's not allowed to argue with people or lobby for something. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm saying in the time between fixing the time to which to adjourn and the time we're having the adjourned meeting, right. That's like a limbo period in which we're in the same meeting, and he must maintain his impartiality.
Okay, I follow that.
Yeah, but no one on the LNC is getting that. They're not getting that I'm making a very, very nuanced argument. Mm-hmm. if we had done what we originally said to do, in which we would have adjourned and then called a new meeting 10 days later,
Yeah.
Nick would have been free to do what he's doing.
And I will admit that's what I thought you guys were doing also.
We originally were going to, but we didn't want to wait 10 days.
Because of your notice requirements?
Yeah, it would have been Tuesday. We wanted to do it sooner. So that's why we had to fix the time to which to adjourn.
Okay, I remember the part in there about the 10-day
Yes.
time frame. Yeah, okay.
And then, and then Alicia goes, no, we could just fix the time to which to adjourn. I'm like, yes. But this question used to really, really confuse me. So, like, it's totally understandable that you got confused with that.
Well, part of it is this, is that they're trying to call an adjourned meeting something that restarts when they're trying to say that a start is a stop.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
They should have had a different term. It's just
they should make it. Let me see.
To reconvene. It should have been to fix the time at which to reconvene.
Problem solved. That
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah, but
I know it's dumb. But no, I need the 242.
242, 20 to 24, and there's 2 pages here. 244 also.
Okay. So 242, 20 through 24. The object of the motion to fix the time to which to adjourn.
Hold on. I'm not there yet. I'm a little slow. I got distracted by recess. But anyway.
The object of the motion to fix the time to which to adjourn, also referred to as the motion to fix the time for an adjourned meeting, is to set the time and sometimes the place for another meeting to continue business of the session with no effect on when the present meeting will adjourn. So that is, and I was a little imprecise then on what they said. We're in the same.
Man, you just can't keep your grip on that
Yeah, we can't.
gavel, can you?
Actually, I think I was incorrect. We're in the same session, not in the same meeting. But we're in the same subject matter. I think I was a bit imprecise there. In any event, I don't want to go off track of what we're trying to do here.
Right.
Then 244, 17 through 21.
Yeah, hang on. Too many pages. There we go.
Whether introduced as a privileged or main motion, the effect of this motion is to establish an adjourned meeting. That is another meeting that will be a continuation of the session. Okay, I was imprecise there. Well, imprecise is, I was actually wrong there. A continuation of the session at which the motion is adopted.
Okay, wait a second. I got a question here.
Mm-hmm.
I seem to recall a few episodes back that we were talking about sessions versus meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Is not the LNC in session all the way through the convention anyway?
Well, and a convention.
No, I mean in terms of meetings between the conventions.
You come at an LNC meeting.
Yes.
It's one session.
Right.
With multiple meetings.
Right.
At the end of a day, the next day is considered the adjourned meeting from the Saturday session.
Right. But you're still in the same session.
Same session, right.
Right. Okay.
But Sunday is technically an adjourned meeting from the Saturday meeting.
But the session ends when?
The end of Sunday.
For that period.
For that LNC meeting over a weekend.
Okay. I'm trying to keep the
Yeah.
pieces clear here. Okay.
So a motion to fix the time at which to adjourn would be, I move that we're going to adjourn at 5 o'clock today, and that ends the session and the meeting.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, they refer to it to fix the time to which to adjourn.
Because that is when you're not ending the session.
Yeah.
You're just ending the meeting.
Okay, where I got distracted, I found recess by accident.
Does it say anything about?
This is 2:30. Recess is a short intermission in the Assembly's proceedings, commonly of only a few minutes, which does not close the meeting, after which business will immediately be resumed at the point where I was interrupted.
And the fact it says usually a few minutes means it's not an overnight thing.
Right. So that was it. Because, technically a recess is shorter than an adjournment.
Yeah.
But you can adjourn if you wanted to instead of recessing, and then just fix the time to reset it. We'll reconvene at X time. See, to me, a motion to fix the time to which to adjourn is saying we are going to adjourn this meeting at 2 o'clock so we can go execute me.
Basically, yeah.
Yes.
But that actually is to fix the time at which to adjourn and exercise the special orders.
But then it's not the same to me. To me, it's not the same as saying we will then reconvene at 9 o'clock the next morning to bury the body.
Well, it's not because I said at instead of to.
Yeah.
It's all about the at and the to.
Yeah, and to me, what they're doing is they're splicing prepositions in a very bad manner when all they should have said was time to reconvene and call it good.
It's the same thing like where I was complaining
they
about
need to
why do
fix
they
it.
have a privileged motion to adjourn and a non-privileged motion
Yeah.
to adjourn. It's crazy.
They really need the priesthood, so to speak, really needs to take this motion and rename it, time to reconvene, and then it clears up all the
really
confusion
does.
and make it nice and simple. This is not a case of a brevity caucus. This is a case of using
The clarity caucus.
the correct vocabulary caucus. Yes,
I might have to make that suggestion.
please do.
Because they've done things like that, like point of information isn't called that anymore. It's request for information because people were getting confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
They thought they were offering information rather than asking
But
for
I'm
information.
waiting for somebody to say request for information. The cherry replies, try Google.
Yes. Let me Google that for you.
Yeah. No, Google it yourself. Yeah.
Here you go.
Are we moving to reconvene at a specific time?
Yeah,
Or a motion on which to adjourn?
we fixed the motion to which to adjourn, which is Saturday the 9th.
All right.
Favor! Let's hear the opposition side. Like a stubborn donkey's bray. All opposed? You say nay. Opposed! Opposed! The motion carries anyway.